Hello, I'm John Remillard, Assistant Chief of Norristown Fire Department. I've been here for 32 years. I'm going to introduce the command vehicle for the Fleet Friday episode. Behind me is our most current incident command chief's vehicle. It's a 2024 Chevy Tahoe. From the exterior, it's painted with the new Norristown standard paint color red. On the outside, you see the emergency response lights, which is pretty standard to a command vehicle. It also has an exterior spotlight on it that we can light up scenes. Basically use it for like utility poles and small fires. That might be a way that we want to light up and get a better eyes on. So I'm just going to open up the officer door here and show you what it looks like inside. So the inside's a little ruggedized versus your civilian Tahoe. The seats have a durable vinyl on it that makes it kind of strong. Also unique to this vehicle, this is the first command vehicle that we have that has a gearbox in it, which will help keep the products of combustions and the other materials that we gain during firefighting away from the living space. So this box is where we keep our structural firefighter gear, and it's vented directly outside with the fan, which maintains a negative pressure on this seal here. So any products of combustion, which we know causes cancer, it's not too good for firefighters' health and safety, is not co-mixed with the workspace of the vehicle. I have my gear stored in there, my helmet stored in there, flashlight, everything that I need just to get ready, to get in my gear, to be able to command an incident and take control of a situation, to do a 360 around the building. The heart of the vehicle on the incident command side is the back. The back is set up to run major incidents. It has a pretty clean appearance, but everything has a purpose here. Again, there are now 2 radios, 800 radios that we have available to us for the command. Usually our larger incidents, there are 2 radio channels in use. One channel, the operations channel, is being used on the fire ground by the firefighters working the incident and the command staff commanding them. There's also a regional channel that the fire department command will use to communicate with the county and other responding vehicles. So the ability to have 2 radios now, we don't have to have a radio on scan, or we don't have to have one mobile radio set and a portable radio set. So this makes a cleaner and a more efficient command setting. We also have our command board built. What's nice about this is this command board, it can be taken portable. It can be taken out of here, set up, and removed remotely from the vehicle. So if the vehicle can't get close to a place or location to command the incident, we can take these belts off and take this board with us. So the command vehicle is set up with a command board in the back, which allows us to map out the incident, track resources, maintain notes that we have about the incident, and have a selection of check sheets that we can use that helps us keep track of benchmarks on the incident. This is all geared to keep the incident going smoothly, working under the same game plan, or the incident action plan as we call in our industry, and keeping the firefighters safe and being a more effective firefighting team. And in these other ones are just some various things that help us manage the incident, a vest, some reference materials that we might need, pencils and pens. As your standard emergency lighting package, you walk around. Most lights nowadays are all LED. Right now it's in the park mode. What's nice about the newest lighting features is that when you put the vehicle in park, it goes into a calming mode, which means the lights flash with a slightly lower intensity and a slower speed. So it's less distracting to the people operating on the scene and less confusing to motorists who might be driving around. When I take it out of park and go into drive mode, it will go into a rapid flash sensation available for response mode. So by taking it out of park, you'll see the lights change up a little differently.
It's on 0.
When you're out of park, you'll have some white lights flashing in the front. When you put it in the park, there's only 2 lights that down low that will light. Everything else will be red, be less distracting. So again, take it out of park and it'll go into the calm park mode here. Walk around the other side. It's just basically our seating, our extra seats we have available. If we need to take an extra person around, we can lift this seat up, here, move it back. We just keep it typically flat to give us an extra surface that we can carry things in. And then we have your regular officer's seat. I did forget to mention that we have the MDC here, I darkened the screen, and a mobile data computer, which has all the important call information on it. We can track the resources here, we get critical incident notes. If there's certain known hazards, they'll be here. Whatever the call taker takes from the person who calls 911 is put into this so we can see these notes in real time. Telephone numbers for maintenance people and building owners that we have on file, we can access. On the vehicle here, we have some marking, identifies the assistant chief in the front. The ISO Class 2 status is here because it's something that we're quite proud of. That stands for Insurance Service Office. It's a rating organization that rates municipalities for their fire hazard and their fire protections. The rating scales goes from 1, which is the best, all the way down to 8, which represents no fire department. It's very difficult to get a Class 1. Usually you have to have a major metropolitan city. So by having a Class 2, which requires us to have a good water supply, extensive training, rapid response, good communications, backup communications, to achieve this very high rating. This provides our residents and our business owners with a lower insurance rating. So it's a rating that we're proud to have. We also help other municipalities during their larger incidents. No municipality in this area is large enough to be able to handle any house fire or larger type incident by themselves. So we heavily depend on each other. So we do respond into Upper Marion, the East and West Nortons, Lower Providence, Plymouth Township, and other municipalities as needed. So the Norristown Fire Department serves the municipality of Norristown. Norristown is 3.5 square miles, has a population of about 38,000 people. Residents, the daytime population is going to be a lot higher with people coming here to work, especially the county employees, which is probably the largest employer in Norristown. This vehicle does not carry water, this vehicle does not carry ladders, but it is essential for our firefighting operation. It's vital that we have a coach at every incident. Just like a good football team, baseball team has someone who's managing the incident, we have to have an incident manager, an incident commander who is organizing the game plan, supervising the firefighters who are putting themselves at risk by going into a burning building. So it's important that we have command staff outside organizing that and having oversight. Having the incident commander based out of a vehicle which has a clean environment, has the command features that I talked about, the board and the different radios, is vital in terms of having an effective firefighting operation, which makes us a better firefighting force, makes it a safer firefighter force for our employees, our firefighters, and makes it a safer firefighting force for our residents. In closing, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch our video on Fleet Friday. We take great pride in our equipment. I want to thank our municipal administrator, our elected officials, and our taxpayers who help provide the funds to buy our emergency equipment. We know it's an expensive investment, so we work hard to take care of it, keep it clean, and make sure it lasts a long time. Not only does it protect the investment, but it allows us to do our job effectively and efficiently to keep our taxpayers, our residents safe, and our firefighters safe. So thanks again.